Dhakka Maar Rahe Delhi cop slaps, punches activist amid stray dog protests broke out in Delhi after the Supreme Court directed authorities to remove stray dogs from the streets and shift them to shelters. The order has become the center of a heated debate across the country. At Indiagate, animal rights activists gathered to oppose the directive. During the protest, a video captured inside a police bus showed a heated exchange between a female Delhi police officer and a woman activist, which was later widely shared online. A video of police activist clash in the footage. A group of detained female protesters is seen inside a police bus. An argument breaks out between one of the activists and a policewoman, during which one of the officials pulls the woman towards the back of the bus. The activist can be heard saying, "Dhakka Maar Rahe, why are you pushing me?" while repeatedly shouting. Moments later, the officer slaps and punches her. At one point, the protester appears to try and hit back. The exchange continues with voices in the background saying, "Unhone peli mara hai," they hit first. The police personnel are seen instructing the activists to sit down. The video was posted online by Congress MP Manish Tiwari, who wrote, "It is really unfortunate that peaceful protests are being handled in such an authoritarian manner. Delhi police needs to exercise restraint and show a degree of sensitivity. The right to protest is a fundamental and constitutional right intrinsically embedded in Article 19, freedom of speech and expression. Watch the footage here. It is really unfortunate that peaceful protests are being handled in such an authoritarian manner. Delhi police needs to exercise restraint and show a degree of sensitivity. The right to protest is a fundamental and constitutional right intrinsically embedded in Article 19. pic.twitter.com nmmhsbva0 Manish Tiwari August 12, 2025. What did the Supreme Court order on Monday? The Supreme Court directed the Delhi government and civic bodies in Gurugram, Noida, and Ghaziabad to capture stray dogs, sterilize them and permanently shift them to shelters within 8 weeks, calling the stray dog situation extremely grim. The bench of Justices J.B. Pardiwala and R. Mahadevan said shelters with capacity for about 5,000 dogs should be set up with adequate staff for sterilization and vaccination. The court made it clear that once the dogs are moved to shelters, they must not be released back into streets, residential areas, or public places. Emphasizing public safety, especially for children, the court stated, infants and young children should not, at any cost, fall prey to such stray dogs. Action should inspire confidence among people. The IT also warned that strict action would be taken against anyone obstructing the process. Why the order sparked protests. While resident welfare associations welcomed the court's decision, many animal welfare groups strongly opposed it. Activists argued that civic bodies do not have the resources or land to carry out such a large-scale relocation. They also warned it could lead to more conflicts between humans and dogs. They demanded better enforcement of the animal birth control ABC rules, which require sterilized and vaccinated dogs to be released back to their original locations. NDTV reported. Swipe left for next video. As per the report, protesters stated that these rules, created under an act of parliament, are still valid. They also claimed that government data recorded only 54 suspected rabies deaths in 2024 and accused media reports of sensationalizing the issue. According to them, the focus should be on working with local feeders and caregivers to ensure safety instead of moving vaccinated dogs to what they described as inhumane sh.